show. I'm Mo.
I'm Ears.
We're in New England this week for the game of the week on Monday night.
We are, and it's nice and cold. Not snowing, which would be great football weather, but it's going to snow.
All right, we were both 10-6 last week on a week that was relatively easy.
It was, and disappointing on both our parts to only go 10-6.
Couple close games didn't go my way. I fell to last in the office pool. I'm eliminated from fantasy playoffs. I had a bad week. Marianne Rodriguez, 13-3, Monday night tiebreaker on the number to beat 3 other people. She's going to get the shirt. She had a good week. She had
a great week, and it was amazing that 4 people went 13-3, yet we professionals can't go better than 10-6.
I am not a professional. We don't make money for this show. It makes me an amateur, and it shows.
Oh, okay.
It shows in my picks. 4 games, as we always do here on Mullen Mears. First one we're going to do, AFC West, Oakland 5-6, San Diego 6-5. Hate to do games with teams with losing records, but it wasn't that great a week.
No, and this is a big divisional rivalry. Oakland going into San Diego, coming off a tough loss at home to Miami. San Diego, with all the talk of how they're great in the second half, they've been shown it. They won 4 in a row. Oakland doesn't have a chance in this game. San Diego is going to really put a pounding on them, I think.
I agree. I think Oakland's fading. I think it's positive for the future. I think they still need to find a quarterback. Yeah. Phillip Rivers is the quarterback for San Diego, and that's why they'll never win a Super Bowl, because bitches like Dan Marino, bitches like Peyton Manning, and bitches like Phillip Rivers never win a Super Bowl. When you have talent that much, you'll have to fall into one like Peyton Manning did. Despite that rant on the side, San Diego's going to win this week, but they won't do anything this year. They talk about how a great second-half team. Let's talk about why they're a terrible first-half team.
Phillip Rivers is a vagina. He is the epitome of a vagina face.
All right. On that, we're going to move to Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Atlanta 9-2, Tampa Bay 7-4. Tampa Bay, the home team. I continue to pick against Atlanta, and that's why my record is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta really played well against Green Bay. Matt Ryan, whose nickname is Matty Ice, which I can't stand, because you can't be nicknamed Matty Ice unless you win a game in January.
Or you're a beer.
That too. That's Matty Ice. I wonder if he drinks that. Right. But anyway, Atlanta going to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has definitely been higher or better than expectations this year. Nobody expected to be 7-4 at this point in the season. But again, Atlanta going in, they're 9-2. They're playing great. Give me Atlanta in Tampa.
I think Atlanta stole one last week based on some rules. All right, when you're 4th and 3 at the end of the first half and you don't catch a pass, the booth's supposed to review it. The booth didn't review it because they went up and spiked the next play. They spiked the ball. They said they ran the next play. They can't review it. A rule that didn't apply in the Pittsburgh game. We'll talk about that in the next game. So that being said, Tampa Bay, good team. 8-8 probably. No way they get a wild card in the fucking NFC, because the NFC, one of the spots is taken by a sub-500 team in the AFC West. Atlanta, I've been picking against them. I got to go with them this week. Pittsburgh at Baltimore, not the game of the week, but it's a very close second. Division rivalry, and 2 teams 8-3. Pittsburgh last week should have lost to Buffalo. The referees tried to give Pittsburgh the game at the end because there was a play, they thought it might be a turnover, Bills ran up, spiked the ball, and they figured that they can just ignore that and review it anyway, which is a discrepancy in rules when they want it. However, the official not being able to give them the game, Buffalo said here.
Yeah.
So you can't complain about that. You can go ahead and pick your winner.
All right, well, Pittsburgh is not playing as well as they should be, and I just don't think they're as good a team as their record says. They're 8-3. They're not playing 8-3 ball. They really are getting extremely lucky. If you want to say the refs are handing them some of the games, go ahead and say it. I'm not going to argue. Baltimore, on the other hand, 8-3 and really playing well. They took care of business against Tampa at home last week. Again, this week they'll take care of business at home and be 2-0 against the Steelers this year.
I'll give 2 guarantees this week. Baltimore beats Pittsburgh at home, and Ed Reed will lateral a ball. That guy's got a disease. He's got a disease. It's like hot potato. I'm going to make that guarantee, so take that for what it's worth, based on my record. Game of the week here in New England. Jets traveling to New England. 2 9-2 teams. Jets hold the tiebreaker, having beat New England once this year. What do you take on this one?
This is the game of the year in the NFL to date. The 2 best teams, some say, in the NFL going head-to-head. This should be the winner of this should be the winner of the AFC East and probably hold home field advantage for the rest of the playoffs. in the AFC. I like the Jets in this game, and it's because New England's defense has been so inconsistent. I think the Jets will expose New England's defense. I think Rex Ryan will get the defense ready to play against New England. They'll confuse Brady, and they'll win the game. I think the lack of running game for New England, along with the inconsistent defense, really puts them in a hole in this game.
Brady, record for most home wins in a row. Jets are annoying in these types of games because these are the games they get up for. They could turn around next week and lose to a terrible team. However, I'm not going to go against my Super Bowl champion picks. I'm going to take the Patriots and just